You know, we walked on stage and they had the smoke blowing. I came out, I'm like, how you guys all doing? And
the man, Brunson,
paid to sell your product.
Love this guy.
I honestly believe the entrepreneurs are the only people that can actually change this planet.
How would you like to experience this from your living room?
last year's Funnel Hacking Live, it cost me $2.5 million just to put on the event. That's before anyone showed up, right? That's just for the venue and the hotel, like all the stuff, right? This event was a huge fraction of that.
Thankfully, a lot of those extra costs that we normally would have, we don't have. It offsets, so we can actually, because we have less costs, we can charge less. And the price point was different, and the way Russell sold it was different.
Now, you're probably wondering, how much is it gonna cost you to have some of the top entrepreneurs entertain and train you and your family for 3 full days? So the event costs $197 to attend, but I wanna make sure that you love it before you pay. You just put in your credit card numbers to reserve your seat, and we won't bill you anything right now. Then you can attend the entire event for free, and then after the event, if you love it, and if it changes your life, then do nothing, and we'll bill you the $197 after it's over.
But the risk is now on us to produce an amazing event.
Every year Funnel Hacking Live, it's the anxiety for me comes like, what if I come on stage and nobody's there? But every Funnel Hacking Live, even to this day, it stresses me out. And so this time was a little different because before I stepped on stage, I was able to go look in behind the scenes. We have 18 different computers, all the Zoom rooms, I could see people. But this time my fear was different. My fear this time was like, what if people enjoy this experience? There's a million different things that could happen, and like that was my fear.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the man, Russell Brunson!
And then as I came on stage, it was weird because we walked on stage and they had the smoke blowing. I came out, I'm like, how you guys all doing? And nothing.
How's it going, everybody? This is the weirdest thing in the world. This is so cool. This is our first ever virtual conference.
And that was my fear. I was like, the first 2 or 3 minutes I had this anxiety, just like, oh my gosh, like I have no idea if they're liking this, if they can hear me, if it's even working, and like, but I have to keep going. And it took probably 3 or 4 minutes for me to be able to get in state. In fact, the biggest thing that happened is I told everyone, I'm like, turn your camera, I need to see yourself, turn your cameras on.
If you have your Zoom room on, I highly recommend turning the cameras on because I can see all of your beautiful faces.
And I'm like wave your hands, like show me that you're there. I saw people's hands waving, and even though I couldn't hear anything, I could see that. I was like, okay, all right. And then I was able to get into momentum, into the groove. Doing this event now and experiencing it, it's interesting because at a big event with 5,000 people, you feel the energy of the room, but at the same time the room is so big and there's light shining, and typically, like in all honesty, I can see the first 4 or 5 rows, and then it's just like a sea of people, and I can't see anything more than that. And I think because people are in a room with 5,000 people, they're sitting in their chair, they're trying to be proper, and they're kind of more reserved. Whereas with this, I'm looking at the screen behind me, and there's their faces there. You can see their faces, you can see their excitement. It's like almost like there's more people in the room because you can see their faces, which is interesting. The other thing is because people are in their own home, although you can't feel the energy of like the people in the room, you can see the energy, and it's different. It's interesting because I almost feel closer sometimes. I feel more intimate. I'm looking into people's homes and how are they experiencing this, and what are they seeing, what are they feeling? I can see it in their eyes, whereas you don't see that in a room of 5,000 people.
Is like a higher use of conscious resources.
Doing a one-to-one call
is to be able to see a tiny light at the end of the tunnel.
You're a leader in your business, you're a leader online.
The first day was the day that I taught the most. I think I had 6 different presentations that I was doing, so there was a lot of me on stage. But inside my presentations, there were topics and concepts, like for example, the value ladder, something I teach in the .com Secrets book. I've been teaching it for a decade. But I know that Funnel Hacking Live 3 years ago, Stacey Martino, she took my concept of value ladder and she taught a concept called the Yellow Brick Road, which is very similar, but it's kind of taking it to a deeper level. And so what was kind of fun is I was able to take my presentation about value ladders, and I kind of talked about the core fundamental things I wanted to talk about. And I said, real quick, I want to pause here. I want to actually show you a presentation from Stacey. And I was able to take her presentation from 3 years ago and stream it in right inside of the context of the value ladder. They were able to see, like, here's the setup, here's the context, here's this piece that's going to take the next level, and then come back and like, by the way, here's what I've learned since writing the books to help take the next level. Here's the pieces you may have missed before in the past.
I love this illustration of the Yellow Brick Road when she mapped that out for Unlocking Life. I was like, man, we should change the whole .com secrets book, shift it from Value Ladder, Yellow Brick Road. Every single one of these steps is a framework. It's our 8-step system or this step system. It's looking at different ways to package it.
On day one, we did a lot of that and kind of weave these presentations in back and forth. Where I was talking and then bringing the presentation in back and forth, and that was really cool.
What? If you can see my face under this mask, it's saying the F word over and over. If it doesn't work, I'm just getting in my truck.